Getting the garden you want won't just happen. It takes planning, a bit of research, and even a dash of patience. Recently, I completed a native garden in suburban Riverton, and it's a fantastic example of how by following a simple process, you can get a great result. My clients, Rob and Barbara, had a very clear vision of what they wanted to achieve. A natural-looking native garden that would not only look beautiful, but would also provide habitat and shelter for native fauna, including a natural-looking pond for native fish. Just down the road from here is part of the Canning River Regional Park, and Barbara is regularly involved in weed control and revegetation. So it is imperative that the garden does not contain any plants with weed potential. So West Aussie natives make up a fair slice of the planting palette. Any East Coast invaders had to be forms that do not produce seeds. Once the plan and prices were settled on, the process of installing the garden could commence. Riverton, like most of Perth, is built on gutless sand, and although we were planting mostly natives, soil amendments were still important. Kaolin clay and compost were rotary hoed into the existing sand to produce a wonderful, free-draining, light loam, and the plants are clearly loving it. The environment in a suburban Perth garden is markedly different to what a native plant would experience in natural bushland. So to ensure these guys stay healthy, an incredibly efficient subsurface drip line reticulation system has been installed. Rob and Barbara are both very aware of the need to recycle materials to cut back on waste, and this is really evident in the garden. This mulch came from the trees and shrubs that needed to be cut down to build their house, while these rocks were rubble from a quarry where stone is cut to make slabs and blocks. But my favourite example of recycling in this garden are these amazing metal sculptures. Garden art like this can lift the look of any garden. I always say any garden is only as good as the plants, and there are some real winners here. This beautiful eucalypt will provide shade for the pond, habitat for native birds, and stunning flowers to support bees. Kangaroo paws are incredibly popular, and it's easy to see why. While this strelitzia was the only plant in the garden that Rob insisted on being included. And although it's not a native, it is fantastically hardy, and it provides an interesting foil to the other plantings in the garden.